Let yourself settle into a comfortable position. Close your eyes gently. Tonight, we'll drift through the peaceful world of music together. There's nothing you need to remember or learn. Just let these gentle musical stories wash over you like soft waves. Allow your breathing to slow down. Let your muscles relax. We're going on a quiet journey through time and sound. Rest your mind. Let go of the day. Deep in a German cave, archaeologists found something extraordinary. A delicate flute made from the wing bone of a vulture. This ancient instrument is 35,000 years old. Imagine our ancestors sitting by firelight, making the first melodies humanity ever knew. The sound floating through the darkness like a gentle whisper. There's a simple song that almost everyone knows. Happy Birthday to You is sung in languages across the world. These 4 words and their melody connect millions of people. Every day, somewhere on earth, someone is singing this familiar tune. A universal gift of music shared between hearts. Ludwig van Beethoven lived in a world of silence. Yet from this quiet space, he created his magnificent Ninth Symphony. He could no longer hear the applause, but he felt the vibrations through his body. Music lived so deeply within him that hearing became unnecessary. His spirit spoke through notes he could only imagine. In New Zealand stands the world's largest piano. Built by Adrian Mann, it stretches 5.7 meters long. Imagine a piano as long as a small bus, its keys spanning like a gentle giant's smile. Each note resonates through its enormous body like thunder rolling softly across the sky. The oldest recorded song has a beautiful name. Hurrian Hymn Number 6 was carved in stone 3,400 years ago. Ancient voices singing to their gods, their melody preserved in clay tablets. A song that bridges the vast canyon of time. Music connecting us to civilizations lost in history's gentle embrace. In 1877, Thomas Edison created magic. His phonograph could capture sound and play it back. For the first time, human voices could be preserved, like flowers pressed between book pages. The wonder of hearing yourself speak, as if your voice had learned to live forever. Sound becoming memory, memory becoming eternal. The first compact disc appeared in 1982. Sony and Philips created these rainbow-colored circles that held entire symphonies. Music transformed from grooves in vinyl to microscopic pits of light. technology making melodies portable, fitting orchestras into your pocket. Sound becoming as portable as a gentle breeze. In 1957, the RCA Mark II sound synthesizer was born. This massive electronic instrument filled entire rooms. It could create sounds that had never existed before. Like an electronic wizard, it painted music from electricity and imagination. The future of sound humming quietly in research laboratories. On August 1st, 1981, MTV began broadcasting, the first television channel dedicated entirely to music videos. Musicians became visual artists. Songs became stories told through moving pictures. Music videos playing endlessly, like dreams projected on screens. Sound and image dancing together in perfect harmony. Four young men from Liverpool changed the world. The Beatles sold over 600 million records worldwide. Imagine 600 million albums stacked. They would reach higher than Mount Everest. Their harmonies traveled to every corner of the earth. Love and music spreading like ripples across an infinite ocean. Michael Jackson's Thriller became a phenomenon. This single album sold 66 million copies. Picture 66 million families, each with this album spinning on their turntables. One voice, one collection of songs, touching hearts in every nation. Music as a universal language of joy and rhythm. In 2016, Bob Dylan received an extraordinary honor, the Nobel Prize in Literature, for his songwriting. Poetry and music recognized as one beautiful art form. His words floating on melodies, creating literature that could be sung. Songs becoming poems, poems becoming eternal songs. Elton John's Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour made history. It became the highest-grossing tour of all time. Millions of people gathering in stadiums and arenas. A single man at a piano, connecting with hearts across continents. Music creating bridges between strangers who became friends for one night. In 1969, Woodstock welcomed over 400,000 people. Picture a city made entirely of music lovers. For 3 days, they lived together in harmony. Music replacing words, peace replacing conflict. 500,000 souls united by rhythm and melody under an open sky. Music has 4 gentle elements. Melody flows like a river. Harmony adds colors like sunset painting clouds. Rhythm beats like a calm heartbeat. Timbre gives each instrument its unique voice, like fingerprints made of sound. A musical scale climbs like steps, each note leading to the next, ascending or descending, like walking up a spiral staircase made of pure sound, each step bringing you closer to musical understanding. The foundation upon which all melodies rest peacefully. The Western music staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces. Like a ladder for notes to climb, each line and space holds a different musical letter. Musicians read these symbols like a secret language of beauty, notes resting on invisible shelves of harmony. A chord is multiple notes embracing each other. Played simultaneously, they create harmony, like friends holding hands, each note supporting the others. Together they form something more beautiful than any could create alone. Musical teamwork creating perfect balance. Tempo is music's heartbeat. It controls how fast or slow the music moves. Like walking versus running, tempo sets the pace of emotion. Some songs dance quickly, others stroll peacefully. The steady pulse that guides every musical journey. Crescendo means music growing louder gradually. Like sunrise, slowly brightening the sky, sound increasing bit by bit, building anticipation. The musical equivalent of walking from whisper to celebration. Volume becoming a journey rather than a destination. Dynamics control music's volume, from softest whispers to strongest celebrations. Like adjusting the brightness of a lamp, musicians paint with volume, creating landscapes of loud and quiet, silence and sound, dancing together in perfect balance. Major and minor scales carry different emotions. Major sounds like sunshine and laughter. Minor sounds like gentle rain and thoughtful moments. These 2 scales form the emotional foundation of Western music. Happiness and sadness living side by side in harmony. Legato connects notes smoothly. Like pouring honey, each note flows into the next. No gaps or breaks, just continuous musical silk. Musicians create seamless rivers of sound, notes holding hands as they dance through time. Improvisation is musical conversation without script. Musicians create melodies spontaneously, in the moment. Like birds singing without sheet music, pure expression flowing freely. Each performance becomes unique, never to be repeated exactly. Music born from the soul, unrehearsed and genuine. An orchestra is a musical family. Strings sing like gentle voices. Woodwinds whisper like wind through trees. Brass announces like golden trumpets of dawn. Percussion keeps time like the earth's steady heartbeat. Over 100 musicians breathing together as one. A concerto features one instrument singing solo while the orchestra accompanies. Like a beautiful conversation between one voice and many. Usually in 3 movements, like a 3-chapter story. The soloist dances with the orchestra in musical dialogue. Individual artistry supported by collective harmony. Conductors guide orchestras with their batons. These small sticks become magic wands. With gentle waves, they control tempo and dynamics. Like painters using brushes, they shape sound into art. Silent leaders creating audible beauty through graceful movement. A cappella means voices singing alone, without instruments. Pure human sound creating harmony, like a choir of angels needing no accompaniment. The voice becomes both melody and orchestra. Humanity's most natural instrument, celebrating in unity. Opera combines singing, acting, and music. Stories told through song, emotions expressed through melody. Like musical theatre, where every word becomes music. Drama and music married in spectacular performances. Human stories elevated by the power of song. Jazz was born in New Orleans around 1900. African American communities created this revolutionary music, mixing blues, ragtime, and spirituals into something entirely new. Like musical gumbo, different flavors blending into perfection. Innovation rising from the streets, changing music forever. Hip-hop emerged in the 1970s in the Bronx. Young people created music from turntables and rhythm. Poetry became rap. Scratched records became instruments. Urban creativity transforming everyday objects into musical tools. Street art becoming a global phenomenon. Classical music spans nearly 1,000 years, from medieval chants to modern symphonies. Like a vast library of human musical expression, composers from every era adding their voices to this eternal conversation. Tradition and innovation flowing together through centuries. rock and roll burst onto the scene in the 1950s. Blues, gospel, and country music blended together. Like musical lightning, it electrified an entire generation. Simple chords and driving rhythms creating a cultural revolution. Music that made people want to dance and celebrate. Reggae music was born in Jamaica in the late 1960s. Closely tied to Rastafarian spirituality, its relaxed rhythm reflects island life. Like musical sunshine, warm and welcoming, Bob Marley's voice carrying messages of peace across the world. Bartolomeo Cristofori invented the piano in the early 1700s, a keyboard that could play both soft and loud. Piano means quiet, forte means loud. This versatile instrument found its way into every musical genre. Black and white keys creating infinite possibilities. The electric guitar revolutionized music in the 1930s and 40s. Adolf Rickenbacker and Les Paul pioneered its development. Acoustic sound amplified and transformed. This instrument would define rock, blues, and jazz. 6 strings that changed the world's musical landscape. The violin has sung for centuries. Part of the string family, crucial in classical and folk music. 4 strings stretched across a wooden body, played with a bow that dances across the strings, creating sounds from whispers to soaring melodies. Leon Theremin invented a magical instrument in 1920. The theremin is played without touching it. Hands move through the air, controlling pitch and volume. Like conducting invisible music, creating ethereal sounds. An instrument that responds to human presence alone. Adolphe Sax created the saxophone in 1846. This instrument bridges woodwinds and brass, essential in jazz and classical music. Its voice can whisper like wind or sing like an angel. A curved instrument with a distinctive sultry tone. Sound is born from vibration. Objects vibrating create pressure waves in air. These waves travel to our ears like invisible messengers. Every sound begins with something moving, creating the music we hear. Vibration becoming the foundation of all musical expression. Pitch depends on frequency. Higher frequencies create higher pitches. Like steps on a ladder, each frequency finds its place. Fast vibrations make bird-like sounds. Slow vibrations make whale-like calls. The mathematical beauty hidden within every musical note. Decibels measure sound intensity. Like rulers for volume, they quantify how loud sounds can be. A whisper measures around 30 decibels. Normal conversation reaches about 60 decibels. Sound intensity measured on a gentle logarithmic scale. The Doppler effect changes sound frequencies. When sources move toward or away from us, pitch shifts, like an ambulance siren changing as it passes. Sound waves compressed or stretched by movement. Physics creating the musical phenomenon we experience daily. Acoustic resonance amplifies certain frequencies. Systems naturally vibrate at specific pitches, like tuning forks awakening sympathetic vibrations. Buildings, instruments, and rooms all have resonant frequencies. Architecture and physics collaborating to shape sound. Human ears detect frequencies from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. This range contains all the music we can hear. Like a vast sonic landscape, from deep bass to sparkling treble, our ears evolved to capture this beautiful spectrum. Nature designing the perfect musical receiver. The cochlea converts sound waves into electrical signals. This spiral-shaped organ resembles a snail shell. Inside, tiny hair cells dance to sound vibrations, converting mechanical waves into messages the brain understands. A biological microphone of extraordinary sensitivity. The primary auditory cortex processes sound in our brain. Located in the temporal lobe, it interprets musical information. Raw sound becomes melody, rhythm, and harmony. This brain region transforms vibrations into emotional experiences, where physics becomes art within our minds. Tinnitus creates phantom sounds in the ears, ringing or buzzing with no external source, like internal music that won't stop playing. A reminder of how delicate our hearing system is. Silence becoming filled with imaginary sound. Perfect pitch is a rare musical gift. The ability to identify exact notes without reference, like having a built-in piano in your mind. Only about 1 in 10,000 people possess this ability, musical notes becoming as recognizable as colors. Every culture on Earth creates music, from Arctic Inuit to Amazonian tribes. Music appears to be fundamental to human nature. Like language, it emerges naturally in every society. A universal human expression transcending all boundaries. Ancient philosophers spoke of the music of the spheres. They believed celestial bodies created cosmic harmonies, planets and stars singing as they moved through space. The universe itself imagined as a giant orchestra. Astronomy and music united in beautiful theory. Lullabies soothe children in most cultures worldwide, gentle melodies helping babies drift into sleep, universal songs of comfort and love, mothers and fathers singing across languages and continents. Music as humanity's first gift to newborn souls. Every culture develops unique scales and tuning systems, different mathematical relationships creating distinct sounds. Like musical fingerprints, each tradition has its signature. Western equal temperament is just one of many possibilities. Cultural diversity expressed through infinite musical variations. There are over 1,300 different musical genres globally, from Bulgarian folk songs to Brazilian bossa nova, each style reflecting its culture's soul and story. Musical diversity rivaling biological diversity. Human creativity expressing itself in countless sonic forms. Music therapy helps heal bodies and minds. Trained therapists use melodies to address human needs. Rhythm helping stroke patients walk again. Songs helping children express difficult emotions. Music becoming medicine for the soul. Listening to music reduces stress and anxiety. Melodies can lower blood pressure and heart rate, like a gentle massage for the nervous system. Sound waves creating physical relaxation. Music as nature's stress relief medication. Music aids rehabilitation for speech disorders. Singing helps people with aphasia find words. Melody pathways in the brain often remain intact. Music therapy rebuilding communication bridges. Songs becoming stepping stones back to language. Learning music enhances verbal intelligence and spatial perception. Musical training strengthens cognitive abilities. Like cross-training for the brain, students who study music often excel in mathematics. Rhythm and melody building mental flexibility. The Mozart effect suggests classical music temporarily boosts spatial reasoning. Brief exposure to Mozart's compositions may enhance thinking, though scientific results remain mixed. Music's power to influence cognition continues fascinating researchers. melodies potentially unlocking hidden mental abilities. The brain processes music using both hemispheres. Motor control, emotions, and creativity all participate. Like a full brain workout happening during every song. Music activating neural networks throughout our minds. Harmony requiring complete cognitive collaboration. Musical memory often survives in Alzheimer's patients. Even when other memories fade, songs remain. Melodies from youth staying vivid and clear. Music creating bridges across memories' troubled waters. Sound becoming a lifeline to lost identity. Playing instruments improves hand-eye coordination. Fingers learning to dance precisely with visual cues. Like athletes training their reflexes, music making the body more graceful and responsive. Physical poetry expressed through practiced movement. Musical training enhances working memory and attention. Students learn to juggle multiple musical elements simultaneously. Melody, rhythm, and harmony, requiring focused concentration. Music lessons strengthening mental discipline. Attention becoming more flexible and sustained. Music perception involves complex brain networks, emotion and cognition intertwining during every listening experience. Logic and feeling dancing together. The brain treating music as both mathematics and poetry. Rational analysis merging with emotional response. Harmony combines different musical notes played simultaneously. Multiple voices weaving together into unified beauty. Like a sonic tapestry with interlocking threads. Individual notes supporting each other in perfect cooperation. Mathematical relationships creating emotional experiences. Ancient Greeks believed music could heal souls. Certain modes and scales possessed therapeutic powers. Music as medicine for emotional ailments. Philosophers prescribing specific melodies for different conditions. Harmony restoring balance to troubled spirits. Consonance sounds pleasant and stable to our ears. Dissonance creates tension and requires resolution. Like musical conversations between comfort and challenge, these opposites work together to create emotional journeys. Tension and release driving musical narratives forward. Polyphony weaves multiple independent melody lines together, each voice maintaining its distinct character. like a musical conversation with several participants. Renaissance composers mastered this intricate art form. Multiple melodies creating complex, beautiful architecture. Chord progressions establish musical journeys, sequences of chords creating emotional pathways, like musical sentences with grammatical structure. Certain progressions sound familiar and comforting, harmony following patterns that feel naturally satisfying. Folk music passes down orally through generations. Traditional songs carrying cultural memory, like musical DNA, preserving ancestral wisdom. Stories and melodies evolving slowly over centuries. Community singing maintaining cultural identity. Gospel music emerged from Christian praise traditions, powerful voices expressing spiritual joy and sorrow. This genre influenced soul, blues, and rock music, sacred emotions inspiring secular artistic expression, church music flowing into popular culture. Indigenous music reflects native cultures' histories and beliefs. Traditional instruments connecting communities to their environment. Music as spiritual practice and cultural preservation. Ancient traditions surviving through passed-down songs. Identity and heritage expressed through distinctive sounds. Latin music encompasses diverse styles, from Spanish and Portuguese-speaking regions, salsa, tango, and bossa nova, each telling unique cultural stories. Rhythms reflecting the joy and passion of Latin life. Music and dance inseparably connected. Cultural celebration expressed through infectious beats. Music festivals unite diverse cultural expressions worldwide. Communities gathering to celebrate sound and rhythm. Temporary cities built around shared musical experiences. Artists and audiences connecting across cultural boundaries. Music creating international languages of joy. Andy Hildebrand developed auto-tune in 1997. Originally designed for oil exploration, it found new life correcting vocal pitch. Technology helping singers achieve perfect intonation. Digital tools reshaping the sound of popular music. Mathematics making human voices more precisely tuned. Digital audio workstations revolutionized music creation. Software platforms replacing expensive recording studios. Musicians producing professional quality recordings at home. Technology democratizing music production. Creativity no longer limited by financial resources. Spotify launched in Sweden in 2008. This streaming service transformed how people discover music. Millions of songs available instantly. Playlists becoming the new radio stations. Music consumption shifting from ownership to access. Apple's iPod, released in 2001, revolutionized portable music. 1,000 songs in your pocket became reality. Personal music libraries traveling wherever you go. Technology making music more intimate and accessible. Sound becoming a constant companion. Internet technology fosters global musical collaboration. Musicians in different countries creating songs together. Distance dissolving in the face of shared creativity. Technology building bridges between isolated artists. The world becoming one vast recording studio. Vinyl records are experiencing an unexpected resurgence. Despite digital convenience, people crave analog warmth. Large artwork and tactile experience attracting new generations. Nostalgia and authenticity driving sales upward. Old technology finding new life in modern times. Music streaming raises environmental concerns. Digital servers consume enormous amounts of energy. Every song stream requiring electricity and cooling. Convenience coming with hidden carbon costs. Technology's environmental impact becoming increasingly visible. Music festivals implement sustainability initiatives, reducing waste and environmental impact. Solar-powered stages and recycling programs. Green practices becoming part of musical celebration. Entertainment industries accepting environmental responsibility. Modern musicians explore eco-friendly production practices. Sustainable recording studios and carbon-neutral touring. Artists using their platforms for environmental awareness. Music industry adapting to climate change concerns. Creativity and conservation working together. Concert tours leave significant carbon footprints. Energy consumption, transportation, and materials all contribute. Massive productions requiring enormous resources. The environmental cost of large-scale entertainment, balancing artistic expression with ecological responsibility. Sampling takes portions of existing recordings for new songs. Artists building upon previous musical foundations. Like musical archaeology, discovering hidden treasures. hip-hop pioneered this creative recycling technique. Old sounds finding new contexts and meanings. MIDI connects electronic musical instruments and computers, a universal language allowing devices to communicate. Notes, timing, and expression transmitted digitally. Technology creating seamless musical conversations. Electronic instruments speaking the same musical language. Sequencers record and organize musical performance data, like digital sheet music that can play itself. Musicians programming complex compositions. Technology capturing human expression in editable form. Creativity and precision merged through software. VST plugins integrate software instruments with audio editors. Virtual instruments expanding sonic possibilities infinitely. Computer processors becoming orchestras. Software synthesizers rivaling hardware instruments. Digital technology democratizing advanced musical tools. Modular synthesis uses interchangeable sound-generating modules, like musical Lego blocks, creating endless possibilities. Each module performing specific sonic functions. Musicians building custom instruments from components. Technology encouraging experimental sound design. Artificial intelligence composes music and personalizes listening experiences. Algorithms analyzing preferences and creating custom playlists. Machine learning discovering patterns in musical taste. AI becoming both composer and music curator. Technology understanding human musical preferences. Virtual reality creates immersive musical experiences. Audiences entering three-dimensional soundscapes. Concerts happening in impossible virtual venues. Technology expanding the boundaries of musical performance. Digital environments enhancing live music experiences. Blockchain technology may revolutionize music rights management. Transparent systems tracking song ownership and royalties. Artists maintaining control over their creative work. Technology solving complex music industry problems. Digital innovation protecting musical artists' interests. Streaming platforms influence song structure and length. Shorter songs performing better in playlist algorithms. Technology shaping artistic decisions. Market forces affecting creative expression. Digital platforms determining musical formats. .3D audio technology recreates spatial sound characteristics. Listeners experiencing music with dimensional depth, sound seeming to come from specific locations. Technology making recorded music more lifelike. Audio becoming increasingly immersive and realistic. Global online platforms increase artist collaboration. Musicians worldwide creating together across continents. Cultural boundaries dissolving through shared creativity. Technology fostering unprecedented musical diversity. The world becoming one interconnected musical community. Open source platforms enable collaborative music creation, musicians sharing and building upon each other's work. Technology democratizing the creative process. Collective creativity replacing individual isolation. Musical knowledge becoming freely shared resource. Music education gains recognition for cognitive and emotional development. Schools understanding music's broader educational value. Learning instruments improving overall academic performance. Music training enhancing multiple intelligences. Harmony supporting human growth and development. Globalization creates cross-cultural musical fusions. New genres emerging from cultural intersections. Traditional boundaries blending into innovative sounds. World music becoming increasingly interconnected. Cultural exchange expressed through shared melodies. Music remains humanity's universal language, connecting people across all geographical, political, and cultural boundaries. In a world of differences, melodies unite us all. As you drift toward sleep, remember that music lives within every heartbeat. Let the gentle rhythm of your breathing carry you into peaceful dreams. Rest now, surrounded by the invisible symphony that connects all living things.